Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. And that's really well manoeuvred.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders, we've seen that all so often, and he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
Looking for the run. Ribery. Juve. Oh, played through for the wide man. Looking for a corner. Portugal with the corner, there first. Terrific effort! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now it's Del Piero, and this is De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! There it is! You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Madrid have broken through, it's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Portugal.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Donadoni. Ribery is always looking to play quality balls. Tries to pass it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Kukçu.
Portugal are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work. De Bruyne,
and he's in on, takes a shot! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell, they are flying! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So Mbappe! And it's come back out to him. And he's stuck it away. Half-time imminent. What a time to score. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Chance, surely! Oh. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Substitution in progress.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bale gets on his bike and on the move. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Aubameyang. And this is Bale. Ribery, the specialist in tearing teams apart. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chiellini makes the interception. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang. Oh, this is a very good run. And this is Bale. Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Aubameyang, and he's found a way past. Now, Aubameyang! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Substitution for Portugal, number 17.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 15, Ribery. Number 6, Gerard. Number 22.
And it's been taken short.
Coming on the field.
Now it's Chiesa.
Number 19, Ronaldo. Number 7.
Showing great feet there.
Ronaldo. Number 5.
Big chance! Fantastic from Chiesa! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are disappearing out of sight. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And for sure, that was not one of his best. Rijkaard. Kimmich. Rijkaard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Chiesa. De Bruyne. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Mikel Merino, And that will be it. Portugal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Portugal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flow in his game and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Can he finish? Kimmich. Rijkaard. Mbappe. Rijkaard. For Olise. Pedri. Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Mbappe. Delivered low. Well, that's an excellent interception. Gerrard. Oh, good read. Vieira running with the ball. Driving through the middle. An instinctive delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And they can counter here. And it's Ribéry. Now it's Kimmich. Mbappe. Chance for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Some good work on the right flank here. Olise. Olise's towering header. Goal! Portugal! utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Olise ventures forward. He has found the way through. Now the cross. Ribéry. And it's Saviola. Now that looks a decent ball. Portugal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Saviola. Kimmich wins the duel this time. Now it's Mbappe. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barret. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Portugal up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is getting up there! Oh, it's hit the post! And that is well cleared. Zanetti makes a move down the right. That is good strength. Oh, it's played into the area. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
Can he finish? Mbappe! Irrepressible! About as smooth as it gets. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
2 goals on the day and he may not yet be done. Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he's managed to... There's the shot! And now they can clear their lines.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Now that's well seen too. Mbappe on 2 now and looking for 3. Ribéry. Pedri. Silvestre. It's Pedri. And it's Baggio. Spread it left. He's found the way through. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, this looks sharp. He's being urged to shoot. Olise carries the ball down the right. Ribéry. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Ribéry.
Diouf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Quality ball. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Portugal against Spain.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Schneider. Now it's Mbappe. He won't be happy with that one. Ribéry. And it's Ribéry. This much shapes to shoot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even...
Shoots! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Substitution in progress.
Spain have gone to the bench, and we've only just begun. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Yamal. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's having a pop! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Spain cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Ribéry takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Portugal now in a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
No, he refuses to take the bait. And this is Messi. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Driving forward.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nicely weighted ball. Good read, needed to be.
Diouf clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Gerrard. Ribéry. Chance to deliver. He's played it long. It's a pretty loose pass. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Gerrard.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Loose ball. Chance for a shot! And it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Portugal.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Might be danger here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to play it through. Best is wide and looking to get onto this. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Juve. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Ribery is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. He's in a great position here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's Gerrard! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment. That is a gem, an absolute gem. And Portugal score first. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Mozambique with a chance to get level. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Howson. For Olise. Juve. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. And again, they're pressing effectively.
Ribery! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. Mbappe. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Juve, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. There's the whistle then to start the second half. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. There's a sharp little ball here. Shapes to shoot! And that has fair fizzed. And a header! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Kimmich. Ribery quietly revving up. Can he get on the end of this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gerrard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's found a way past. Tries a shot! And it's in! And the comeback is complete! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Mozambique leading now.
This is the...
Great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Best. Rui Costa providing an outlet on that flank. And he's quick to get rid. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's a dangerous ball. Can he finish? And he hits the net. It's level again. What a match we have.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Substitution for Mozambique. Number 7.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Coming on the field, number 3.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Number 4.
Now it's rolled. Oh, there's the shot! And no mistake. And they get themselves in front! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Mozambique have their lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is ended up in no man's land. So that's it, it is all over. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Portugal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Well, there was a time when Hungary ruled world football, inspired by the mighty Magyars, a team that went 32 games unbeaten, which was something quite unheard of in those days, and leading their front line. Big chance! And that is doing no harm.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Ribéry. Ribéry. Ribéry! Superb from Ribéry!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So, a breakthrough already. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Kimmich. And it's Ribéry. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's whipped it across. Cleared without hesitation. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. Portugal very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Nicely weighted ball. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Olise has it in a wide position. And the shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Milan are looking to break at pace. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ribéry. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Puskás. Adriano. Puskás. Adriano. Oh, that's fabulous. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And Cruyff! He's done very well to get to that.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Olise attempts a clearance. And he thumps it clear. Desai. Costa Curta. Ribéry is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Diouf.
2 added minutes.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Puskás.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And we've reached half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Portugal looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Ribéry. Kaka.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Ribéry looking for options for movement. Vieira. And it's Batistuta. Puskás. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee...
He's rising! Oh, it's come off the upright. Costa Curta getting this one clear. Mbappe receives it in a good position. Joe! And Czech pulls off a sensational save. He's had a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Puskás. Mbappe. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Puskás.
Puskás really needed to concentrate.
Takes a shot! Adriano! Oh, just look at it! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Substitution for Milan, number 9, Batistuta.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Coming on the field.
And this is Owen.
Number 8, Alvarez. Number 7,
And it's Gerrard.
Bale. Number 24, Gerrard. Number 6, Stojkovic.
It's
Substitution in progress.
Off the post. Deftly away. Owen. Plays a sharp little ball here. Yamal. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Portugal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And he shoots! He's got a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim. European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. And this is Shevchenko. That is lovely. It's Ronaldinho! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's a searching pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Chouameni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Olise. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rush. Men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Nicely weighted ball. He's got away.
That's good play from him.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rijkaard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Olise, good driving run. He is through here. Shapes to shoot! And a neat finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
He's rising! They want to be quick to... And again! He's delivered all right! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Portugal leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And we've reached half-time. Portugal have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The midway point of the game.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Portugal leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. Down to business again. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Norway clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni plays a sharp little ball here. Ferran Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Chouameni, Juve is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Ferran Torres finds himself offside. Kimmich. Gerrard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Mendes gets across to intercept that. Knocks it into space. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ferrand, and the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Olise, he's shifting through the gears here. Not the most convincing of passes.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he finish? And that could have brought them level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Norway with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. They've played it short, and it's made its way to Mbappe! It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. The final 5 minutes. Oh, well played.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Out of play for a throw. It's not an especially good pass, that.
There will
Kimmich.
be 1 minute added time.
Not too much more here than seeing out. And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real...
And De Bruyne! Is there nothing he cannot do? About as smooth as it gets. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already. Kimmich. And it's Rijkaard. Gerrard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's a sharp little... Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Played into the... Oh, good climb! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
India are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Mbappe. Gerrard. Now that looks a decent ball.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Gerrard. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. The counter is on for Portugal. Rijkaard.
India definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Ribéry. Good driving run. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Portugal presented with a golden opportunity here.
Substitution for Portugal, number 15, Ribéry. Coming on.
Drama over the penalty spot.
Number 5, Raúl.
And that's one back. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Portugal making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Raúl.
Diouf really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. And that is the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Oh, that That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Number 19.
And we're already back up. Chance for a shot! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And he was quick to react. Raul. Raul charging forward, the ball at his feet. De Bruyne.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Portugal needing a change of fortune here. Nicely aimed pass. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. That's a sharp pass. And here's Mbappe. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. And that's been won straight back. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Oh, great feat, that.
Header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
India have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Gerrard. Threads one in. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's where it came from.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And De Bruyne! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 9. Mbappe.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Owen. Substitution in progress.
Portugal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be
So just one
added time.
extra minute for stoppages. Batistuta. Batistuta! Oh, glorious Batty goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Number 8. Gabriel Batistuta.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
India are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaring. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Portugal.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Mbappe! De Bruyne. Now it's Villa. Always onto this. They're at Rummenigge! Goal! The Czech Republic! And there is your opener. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Now, can they get him away? Gerrard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Ribery. Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Rummenigge. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nicely weighted ball. There's the shot! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! A finish of true class! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Diouf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again...
Chance for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kimmich. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. De Bruyne. And that's going wide left. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way past. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
De Bruyne. Rummenigge. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Portugal really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Goes for a shot! Sensational from David Villa!
I kind of had a feeling it was going to be him, Peter. He's one of those players who has a natural knack of reading the tide of a game, and he knew it was his time to make his mark. Sensational.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Olise is always looking to play quality balls. Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Looking for the run. Harrison did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
The Czech Republic are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's managed to get rid. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that's been slipped through. He is through here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Played into space. Now that's well seen too. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Steaming, and he shoots! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Substitution for Czech Republic. Number 17.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 9, David Villa. Number 21.
Aimed beyond the defence. Pass is just off target. The final 5 minutes.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
He's on, and the shot! That's put paid to the danger. Last chance, perhaps.
2 added minutes has been
Yamal
indicated.
stood his ground strongly. Beckham. Confirmation that... And that will be it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, Jim, Marcus Rashford's best position has been something that's up for debate for quite a while. What do you think?
Well, I don't think he's a pure number 9. He doesn't have the physicality for that. He's not a target man either, Peter, so as the player himself has said, along with a few of his mentors, his best football comes from that left-hand side, whether it's isolating fullbacks or drifting in towards the middle.
So there we are, that settles the argument. Xavi Alonso. Gerrard venturing down the left. Akanji did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, some tackle that. And it's Rijkaard. Kimmich. Gerrard. Engages and Mbappe! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That's a throw. Alonso. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. So much time and space. Rashford!
Portugal are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Olise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Mbappe. Messi. And it's Ribéry. He came in hard, very hard. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Ribéry must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Ribéry. Oh, super! And Ribéry! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Van Dijk. Oh, terrible pass. He's shifting through the gears here. A lot of space ahead of him. Gerrard. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Just a quick announcement.
So between them, no goals at all so far.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Castolo. Messi. Van Dijk. Cafu. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Del Piero! Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Well, at least his thinking was very good, Peter. Probably thought he hit the target, judging by his reaction.
Ribery is looking to influence the game from out wide. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Mbappe. Cannavaro.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. He is through here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's run loose here and smartly reclaimed. Could move up a gear here. And this is Del Piero. It's come backwards here.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
That is a brilliant interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Del Piero. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours.
There's the shot! And there's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Argentina, Del Piero! They want to be quick to recover this. Backward it goes. Oh, he's got a side of... And Messi! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. And that will be the final act. Portugal were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Portugal desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
Shot a goal! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable.
Gerrard! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment! A finish of true class! And that takes him up to 30 goals for this side. Oh, that was sharp, deliciously sharp.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence. Oh, shooting chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Olise proves just a little bit too... And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. That's a lovely, neat pass. Spreads it out wide. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Space for him to turn and look, and it's played into the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Olise is always looking to play quality balls. Gerrard,